Hey guys, I'm here with another makeup tutorial. I'm going to start with Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. I'm just going to prime my eyelids with that. This isn't my favorite primer, but I'm a little low on primer right now, so I thought, whatever, I'll just use it for now. So I'm just going to put that on and then blend it in with my finger. As you can see, it does not match my skin tone, but it is just an eyeshadow primer, so it's not going to really matter because you're going to put eyeshadow over top. So I'm just going to prime my eyelids with that. Then I'm going to go in with my Stella in the No palette, and I'm going to go in with the lightest brown there is, and with my Eyeshadow definition brush. I do not know how to pronounce that name. I always get it wrong. I always screw up those kind of names. So I'm just going to take that eyeshadow back and forth and blend it out. You won't really notice a huge difference, but this is going to be used as a transition color, so it's not going to really matter. Just as long as you get a nice light base on there. So then I'm going back in with the darkest brown from the same palette and going right in my crease with that, with the same brush. This time, instead of going really crazy and just blending it wherever, you want to be kind of a little lighter and just try to keep it in the crease and below. So don't go anywhere above the crease. You just want to kind of darken it up a little bit because we're going to go back in with another brown. Just keep blending, blending, blending. As you can see, it takes forever for me to blend. Then I'm going to go in with this Maybelline palette, and I don't remember what this one is called, but I will link it below. And I'm going to take a flat shadow brush and pat on the purpley blue color on just my eyelid. So what you want to do is just kind of, this is going to be used to build up the color. So it's going to be used as the base color for the blue we're going to put over top. It just ensures that the color will be built up properly. So you want to just kind of go back and forth with that and pack the color on that eyelid. So now I'm taking the Sleek Makeup Sunset palette, and I'm taking that bright blue, and I'm taking the same brush and doing the exact same thing. I'm patting the eyeshadow onto my eyelid as I go. I just really wanted the color to be super pigmented, so I went layer by layer so that the blue was really built up and it was really blue. You can do patting motions, you can go back and forth with the brush. Whatever you want, whatever works for you. Just keep applying that until the color is as intense as you want it to be. I'm guessing because my primer wasn't the greatest, I had to really build this color up and it was taking a long time. So I had to go back in a couple of times and really build it up, as you can see. Just keep building it up. It's getting pretty, they look starting to come together, starting to get blue. I wanted it to be more intense. I took Benefit Radiant Mist and sprayed it on my brush and then put my brush in the same powder and patted it on my eyelid. This just makes the color, it's like a fixed powder or a fixed spray. It just makes the color more intense. As you can see, the blue is a lot more intense. So I'm going in with the same Stella palette with the darkest brown and go in with a crease brush and apply this just to your crease. So as you can see, I'm applying it in my crease, and I'm using windshield vapor motions, like back and forth, back and forth. That's what you want to do. You don't want to blend it out too much because you want to keep that dark brown in the crease. So just keep going back and forth until it looks, there's no harsh lines and it's blended nicely. My eyeshadows weren't really blending that great in this tutorial, and like I said, I think it was because my eyeshadow primer wasn't the greatest. So if you guys have any eyeshadow primers that you really like, link them below, comment below, and I'll check them out. So then you go back, I'm going back in with just a clean brush and just kind of, I just wanted to blend it out a little bit so that there was no harsh lines or patchiness. You just want to make sure all your eyeshadow colors are connecting and it doesn't look blotchy. I'm going to take Airborne Makeup Primer. If I pronounced that wrong, forgive me. And I'm pressing it into my skin so that I can apply my foundation. I'm taking Gosh Liquid Highlighter in Satin Glow, and I'm dabbing this along my cheekbones. I kind of wanted a little bit of a glow on my cheekbones, so I decided to use this. This is a really old highlighter. I don't even know if they still sell this, but I love it. It works great. So I'm just dabbing it along my cheekbones with my finger. You don't have to use a brush if you don't want to. Just use your finger. Just dab it to blend it in. Then I'm going in with the Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. And I'm not sure what shade this is, but I will link it below for you guys. This shade is a little bit too orange for my skin tone. But since I've been self-tanning, it's been matching my skin tone. So I'm just taking a Real Techniques buffing brush, and I am just applying that all over my face in circular buffing motions. You take Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and I think this is vanilla, which is way too light for my skin tone, so I'm just kind of going to use it to highlight. And because I found the Benefit foundation so orange, I kind of wanted to go back in with a lighter foundation and kind of make it look a little more even, my skin tone to look a little better. I don't know, it was just a little too orange for me. So I went in with that, and then I'm going back in with a buffing brush and buffing that in. You can do dabbing motions, buffing motions, just buff it. And I put way too much on. This is, you're supposed to put a dot and then just kind of dot it underneath your eye, but I put a lot on, which did make my foundation look a little bit cakey. Then I'm taking Benefit Erase Paste, my favorite under eye concealer, and I am slapping it on with a concealer brush. And I usually go back in with my cream blush brush and just blend that in. I bought this on the internet a long time ago. I don't know what brand it is. I don't even know where I got it. Like the seller on eBay was. I don't remember at all, but this is what I use for my concealer. It's tapered at the end, so it blends in really nicely. So then I went back in with Makeup Forever HD powder to set my concealer and foundation, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Kabuki brush as well, and I'm pressing the powder into my foundation. You need to do this for your foundation to set. It's better than just swiping it on. I'm doing the same thing under my eyes with a smaller brush, just pressing that powder into my skin and going back and forth to get any loose powder. So then I am going to go in with Maybelline Color Show eyeliner, and I believe this is in Turquoise Flash, and I'm going to line my waterline and lower lash line with this eyeliner. And I had to do this a couple times to really build up the color, because the color can go on quite sheer and it's not very pigmented. So I went back and forth a couple times to really build up the color. Then I went back in with the same blue eyeshadow from the Sleek Makeup Sunset palette, and I went in with a pencil brush, and I'm just smudging out my lower lash line to get it to match my eyeshadow. And you just go back and forth doing that. Then I took Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Eyeliner, and I lined my upper lash line with that. And I am now applying my mascara. I think I am using the L'Oreal Luminous Butterfly Mascara, which I am really loving right now. If you'd like to see eyebrow tutorial, please comment below and let me know. And now I'm going in with Maybelline Highlight Bronzer. I think it's called something bronze. I don't know, I'll link it below. I'm going back in with the same Maybelline Highlight Blush in Rose Pink and slapping that on my cheeks. I'm taking the Balm Luminizer, my favorite luminizer ever, so pretty, and I am putting that on my cheeks to just give a little highlight, and on the tip of my nose, my favorite spot to put it. I lined my lips with a very nude lip liner. I do not know what brand this is from, but I quickly did that, and then I popped